Okay, go.
Okay. All right, so we should be live.
Oh, we're live right now?
We are live right now.
Cool.
It says I have excellent connection.
That's good.
I don't know
So
if I believe it.
how many millions are watching us right now?
All the masses are watching us right now. I don't know. I don't see. Actually, it says we have no concurrent viewers.
That's okay. They can watch it later.
Yeah, they can watch it later. But, maybe some people will see that we're on and come on.
Yeah. So how long have you been doing your YouTube channel now?
I think 7 years.
Oh my God.
Maybe 8. I can't remember. But I really only started doing it a lot maybe 4 years ago, 3 years ago.
What's a lot?
I guess maybe not a lot for most people, but I started regularly uploading, or not even regularly. But I keep qualifying it.
So how often do you post videos
There's no schedule. It's just whenever, but I do post
videos.
Other than last year, which I didn't post at all.
Oh really?
Oh yeah, really? Before that, I was posting kind of a lot. Like I would post every few weeks. There was a period where I was posting every day.
Every day?
Yeah.
Wow.
But I started getting to the point where I was just talking about nonsense, and it felt a little forced, so I stopped doing it every day.
What were you posting about?
Just whatever, I would do like a little quick guitar lesson or something, or, a lot of guitar lessons and things like that.
What are the things that like popped off for you a little bit?
Certain lessons, like I have a lesson about It's a Shame by the Spinners, how to do it. You know how I play both of the guitar parts at once?
Mm-hmm.
Showed how to do that.
Mm-hmm.
A couple things like that. One of the biggest videos I have, though, is about how to make your Les Paul stay in tune, because I had all that stuff. You remember that?
And that's one of the biggest ones. I guess a lot of people have that problem.
Yes, they do.
Problem. Wait, so you should probably introduce me to
oh yeah, to no one that's watching right now, but I'm sure someone will. This is Mikey.
Hello.
This is my brother. He's in some of the videos that are on this channel, playing keys, playing bass. He is a podcaster extraordinaire.
That's why I have this mic. Oh, you have one too, though.
Yeah, I have a different one.
That's why I got these headphones.
Yeah, I'm using earbuds because I'm down to earth.
That's so freaking 2010s.
I know. They don't even make the connection for these anymore on the phone.
I know. I think that's one thing. These headphones are actually. These ones were expensive. I think the audio technically. That's one thing. These reviews on this channel, right?
I don't anymore. I stopped.
Okay. Oh, really?
Yeah, I felt stupid doing reviews of stuff that nobody's paying me to do, so I don't do that anymore.
But I mean, didn't those do well for you too? Don't people like those?
They do, but I don't like doing them.
Oh, you don't like doing them?
Yeah.
I like doing them if it's a cool thing.
What do you do reviews?
Well, I just did one recently. I did my first one recently because I had bought this MIDI controller that's on my desk right now from MIDI Plus.
Which one is it?
It's this one. It's called the MIDI Plus X6.
Ah.
And it's like super cheap. It has 5 octaves and it fits on my desk. So that was the reason why I bought it.
That's
and
cool.
like I have like a desk stand that the computer are on, so I could shove it underneath there, and like so I'll have a full empty desk, and then I could just pull it out whenever I want to use it. So I mostly bought it because it was small. It has like mini keys and stuff. So I did a review on that. Oh, and people can check it out on my YouTube channel.
Oh yeah, plug your YouTube.
So I did. I don't even know what it is, but I'll send you a link so you can put it in the description or something.
Yeah, I'll put it in after.
There's only like one video, but you can check out Bell City Players. YouTube.com/the Bell City Players. That one has a lot of videos.
There you go.
But
I'm in a couple of those too, right?
Yeah, you're in a couple of those too. But yeah,
one.
so I've done
those reviews.
I've done my channel's pretty much bare though. I really did those reviews more because I wanted to like practice shooting with my camera. I wanted to practice the editing and stuff like that.
The reason why I did it, but also because I think it's a good product that nobody knows about that company because it's like Indonesian and like cheap.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What is are you using your camera right now for this, or is this a webcam?
No, that's my webcam right now. I do have it. Maybe next time I'll use I started to use my Canon camera for my podcast, so I've been using that. All you need is a little like $12 capture card. It's called. And you just plug your HDMI out of the camera into the computer, and it works.
Yeah, I might do that.
Yeah,
but I got all this stuff running anyway. I'm running my mixer, the mic into the mixer, into the computer, and then for some reason I can't get the audio to come out of the mixer output, so I have to plug it in with a
headphone,
a headphone cable. Yeah, basically. So it's like all jerry-rigged. This is going into a little Yamaha mixer, like it's called the MG10. It's like the newer version of the one you have.
Oh.
But it's the same.
Where are your
it just has
plugged into?
The headphones are coming out of the mixer.
Oh.
But I can have stuff wired up, like I have the keyboard connected right now.
Oh, that's cool.
I have this I was going to show you, the pocket operator. I've been doing stuff on this.
Oh.
I just made this beat. This is something I did with Francis Kika, who's also in a video. I think I got it off of my YouTube video, actually. Oh. But I just sampled us playing. It's one of my tunes. Then I just made this beat out of it.
Put it louder.
Can you hear it? It's super gritty, though. It's like an 8-bit sampler. And then I just put it on. I'll just kind of like play along with it. So that's pretty cool.
That's crazy.
It's pretty fun. You could sample anything with it. It's really, really cool.
It sounds pretty damn cool, actually. You're telling me about it. It automatically chops up something you put in there.
Yeah. It has two different banks. So it has a melodic bank and a rhythm bank. So if you sample something melodic, like you sing a note into it, it'll automatically put it on 8 steps, so that it'll be like 8 different notes. And if you sample it into the rhythm side, it'll automatically chop it into 16 evenly spaced samples.
How is it finding it?
It does it based on the...
How is it finding?
Oh, well, if it's the drum side, it does it based on just the length. It just chops it evenly. And if it's the other one, it does it based on the peaks, or the, what do you call it, transients.
So you have to put in like however long, like 1 bar clip in?
You could put whatever you want. If you put in a
whole
one
song, what would happen?
It only has like 40 seconds of memory.
Oh, okay.
So you can't sample a lot. Seconds. Yeah. But it's not worth doing that much. It's better to like find a little piece that you want to use and just sample that.
So you put in like a 5-second clip or something, or even
I think I put in 4 bars for
clip
that,
or something, or even less.
I think it's 4 bars. But I ended up chopping it, so I'm really only using like a couple beats worth of groove to make that. Let me see. I hope I don't screw up the pattern, but oh yeah, I sampled my own drum kit too.
That's cool.
And then that's the whole. Is it? Wait, maybe it's no. That's like a bass sample that's just in there. And this is, I sampled off of my iPhone just playing a chord on the piano. Is this the one? That's it. No, what the hell? Anyway,
so
it's something like that. No, there's more. It's like... I don't know. I can't find it, but it's in there somewhere. It's that one tune. I think we might have like jammed on it or something. I can't remember. It was like down, 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 and it's just that.
Was that one of yours?
Yeah, it was one of mine.
Oh, okay.
So I just sampled that 4-bar pattern, and that's it. And I just chopped it up and
then play the thing that you came up with again out of the. That's cool.
And then you can just like chain the patterns together. So it's like 1 bar that's repeating right now. But every so often, I forget how many I did, it'll do like the
Oh.
But yeah,
it seems hard to program on such a small thing.
it has a little learning curve, but it's really not that bad. It's pretty fun though once you start messing with it.
What is it called again?
It's called the Pocket Operator KO.
Pocket Operator KO. Okay.
They have a whole bunch of different ones. They all look like this, but they're like they have some that are just drum machines. They have some that are just like they do bass lines, or there's one that does vocal processing, so it'll make you vocode anything you do.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Cool. After I just said I don't do reviews, now I'm doing a review for Pocket Operators.
I think it's okay. I mean, if it's cool, I think it's cool. People, especially something like that, a lot of people don't know about. It's not like you're doing a review for a Fender Strat.
Yeah, I know.
It's something I've never even heard of.
So, yeah. No, there's like a whole community with that kind of stuff right now, like little drum machines. There's another one called the Korg Volca. Have you heard of those? They have like several of them. One of them is supposed to be like an 808 type drum machine. One of them is more like a digital type one. I think they have a sampler.
I've seen those and they're cheap.
They are, yeah.
But I don't know. They look complicated. So they look tiny and complicated. So I'm like, I've never been too interested. But you think they wouldn't be that bad?
I think you have to spend some time with any of them. But the Volcas look like they're pretty simple, actually. More than this, because it's just like you have 16 buttons and each one of those is a 16th note. So you just put, okay, I want a kick here, I want a snare here, I want hi-hats here, and it's a visual representation, and you just hit play and it just loops it.
And it actually sounds good?
I mean, it sounds like that one that I was going to get, I was thinking about getting was the Volca Beats, I think, and it sounds like an 808 drum machine. So it's all like the analog kind of beep boop kind of drums.
I'll have to check that. It's an 808. I'll have to check that.
I think it's supposed to sound. It's that type of drum machine. Well, there's a 909 that I think they have.
909 or something.
That one has digital sounds.
Okay. There's one that sounds like real beep loopy, but the 808 is supposed to be like the one that has like the boom, boom.
Right, it has that.
Oh, it has that.
And I think some of the sounds are like tunable, so you could like make it go low, like really bassy like that. You could make it go higher. You could like change the.
Or the 808, you could do that.
Yeah, so it's like that.
They sell. That was another.
Or the 808, you could do that.
That.
The real one.
Looking at, it, I was like, I really don't need this at all, but it would just be fun to play with. Is the Roland 808 like re-release thing that they do?
Oh, which one? Don't they have like a?
They do a.
What is it called?
They have a whole series called the Boutique series.
So it actually looks like the 808.
Yeah, the TR-08 is what it's called. Roland TR-08 Rhythm Composer. It's $400, and it basically looks because they're the ones who made
$400
at the beginning. So it looks like old school. It looks just like the original.
Really?
I mean,
looks like old school.
It
looks just like the original.
And it's got like what you're talking about. It's only got 12 buttons on it. No, 12, 13, 14.
Should have
15,
16 probably.
Oh, it has 16. Yeah, 16.
That's pretty standard. A lot of drum machines are like based on that concept.
Yeah, 16. Yeah. It looks dope. I mean, I just don't know. I don't know if I could pay $400 for a drum machine that
you can get sounds like that out of so many things. You know,
but it's so much cooler to have like a hardware thing.
No, I mean they have other hardware ones that basically have the same sounds. Behringer makes one that's like a knockoff of that. supposedly it doesn't sound exactly the same, but it's like
I'm saying
it gets you in the ballpark.
But what is actually analog? Because I think this one is actually like analog.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of them are. It's
really?
Yeah.
Because like digital, like I can get that out of the computer, you know.
The digital sounds are like, I think they call them PCM sounds. That's like just, they had drum machines like that in the 80s too.
Oh my God.
They just have different sounds.
The Roland, it was called, the Roland one is called Roland TR-08 Rhythm Composer. The Behringer is called Behringer Rhythm Designer RD8 analog drum machine, and it looks almost the same.
I know. I've seen they have like there's some video that I just saw online where the guy's talking about how blatant they are and how many times they've been sued over like they're too close replicas of stuff.
If you look at so a while back I was looking at, well, before I bought this MIDI controller, I was looking at MIDI controllers online all the time and just checking them out, and so I started following Arturia and Behringer on Instagram, and I was like, you know, just so I could see the latest stuff. And one day, you know, I'd heard of Arturia has a keyboard controller called the Arturia Keystep.
Yeah.
And it's basically like a little 2-octave controller, but you can do like sequencing and like arpeggiators controller, but you can
this is what
like
that video was
sequencing.
about, how they ripped that off.
Oh yeah, that's exactly what I saw. You probably saw the same guy.
Yeah. Ben Jordan, I think it was.
I don't remember which guy it was, but you can link him in the description.
It's pretty funny. And I've bought a lot of their stuff too.
But they posted so the reason why I found out about that video and did the research, because I saw on Arturia's Instagram they posted a picture of the Behringer Swing, which is an exact copy of the Key Lab or the Keystep or whatever it was called or whatever. And they posted the picture. And they posted the picture. Really? Sure. They put underneath and they said, like, really? Straight up jacking our they put under keyboard exactly underneath it.
Yeah.
And jacking our. Then Behringer came out and they released a statement saying like, and what's the difference between what we're doing and, you know, companies that copy the Strat or a Telecaster?
Well, there is a legal difference because you can only carry the. I mean, I'm going to start getting into legal stuff that I am not really an expert on, but you can only carry the trademark for a certain number of years or something like that. And then people can start copying it, apparently. I don't know how that works now. I think maybe you can renew it or something, but I mean, there's a million Strat copies out there. It's like almost just a standard type of guitar, but you can't copy it exactly. Like you have to change it just enough.
I mean, barely. I mean, there's so many.
I mean, I changed the headstock and stuff like that.
But I mean, aren't they? They're not that old, are they? But I mean, I know with music, isn't it like 100 years or something like that?
Oh, that's for like copyright, like for intellectual property. I mean, it's all intellectual property. Like music, for a piece of music.
So it's not the same thing for products.
Copyright law and trademark law are separate.
Products.
But yeah, I mean, like, I think one of the things the guy talked about in that video was how people are making replicas of old stuff. You know, like old keyboards that haven't existed for 20 years or 30 years.
Yeah.
You know, but I mean, with that, it's not in production anymore, so it's not like you're taking business from anybody. And
he said that too. He's like, it's the only way you can get one a lot of times because the real ones are super expensive. So the only way you could get something close to that is by a knockoff that does a good job. And some of their stuff is pretty awesome.
Behringer? Oh yeah, I mean, I've got a whole bunch of Behringer stuff around. I don't even know what exactly, but you know,
this thing.
I'm all about that.
It's really cool.
What is it?
This is my mini mixer.
Oh yeah, you know what? I just bought one of those.
From them?
Yeah, that exact one, I think.
Oh yeah, it's like $25. It is literally
From them?
the smallest mixer that you
Yeah.
can buy, and it has just 4/8 inch in and 1/8 inch out and a power, and that's all it has.
Quarter inch, right?
Inch in or quarter inch, yeah, that's what I meant. Quarter inch ins and 1/4 inch out, and you can control the volume. It's like the simplest, smallest mixer you can buy.
Oh, I was going to ask you about that. Does that work when it's not powered on? Does it work passive? It does?
But it's so quiet you can't really.
Oh, I see.
Doesn't give a good signal.
Because I remember we had that at a gig or something. Or no, it was the Switchblade. You remember that? The Electro-Harmonics thing?
Yeah.
And that somehow got us through a gig when you didn't have the mixer or something, right?
Yeah, the XY splitter just works with no power, which was wild.
Yeah.
But this thing, it's funny that because there's no other company that makes one, but now there's companies that are ripping off Behringer.
Because there's no other
people that are making something just like this.
There's one by a company called Fifine or something.
Yes,
Fifine?
I saw that one.
And it's like $5 cheaper.
Yeah, it's just, I mean, it's a good idea. I wanted to go like ball out because I use this on my gigs because I use multiple keyboards, so I plug all of this in, all of the keyboards in, and then I plug one line out to the speaker. And I was like, I wanted to ball out and buy like a $400 version of this or whatever, or buy the like souped up really nice version of this.
What's that? What would that be?
It doesn't exist.
It doesn't
This is
exist.
the only one.
I know.
This is the only.
Because I was like, I'm doing this because we play gigs every weekend.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And
This one does get a little crunchy, and when you're playing keyboards through it, they like start to compete for volume.
Yeah.
So I was thinking like, oh well, let me buy the Yamaha version of this that costs $200. Maybe it'll solve all my problems, and
that would mean getting an actual mixer though.
Yeah, but I want one this size.
Yeah, exactly.
I want one that's that quality, but they don't make one, so you have to use this, and it works.
This size.
You can't deny it. It's good.
I know it's the only thing filling that need. But I bought one so that I could do, because I'm thinking about doing some more live streaming, and I hate looping, but I want to be able to play something, more than just playing by myself solo, So I was going to take my looper, but the only way I can get multiple things into the looper is I need something like that to plug everything in and then run it all into one looper, like my guitar pedal looper.
Oh.
So I'm going to plug this in, maybe plug in a bass, maybe plug in a guitar,
You could record a track, couldn't you, and just play the track?
I could, but, I just want it to be as few things, as simple as possible. That's actually why I got this. I wanted to do stuff like that, like just have, or I don't know if you can see it now. I got this thing so I could put a loop in there or put a drum beat or bass line or whatever and play over it, which is what I was doing. But, if I ever want to do other things, like it would be cool to be able to do the looper. So I got one of those little mixer things.
Yeah.
But yeah, I have their pedals. I have the Behringer like EQ pedal is like one of the cheapest ones you can get.
Yeah.
I love cheap stuff, man. I never buy anything full price.
Well, there's interesting stuff with the knockoff brand for like photography equipment. There's a brand called Neewer.
For like
I have a couple things from them
photography
too.
equipment.
There's a brand. Honestly, their stuff seems good quality. I've bought a couple of their flat panel lights.
Oh
you
yeah.
know, like that little they have what are they, LEDs light panels.
I think they're getting better.
They're awesome, and I'm like, this was $200, or it was like $250 I think, and I got two of them, and they have a bag and they have a case and they have everything you need. They're RGB, whatever it's called, it's got every color.
Yeah.
And they're dimmable and everything, so it's like they're like way cheaper than everything, but they're good quality, and they're starting to make everything. Like literally I bought a boom stand from a boom pole from them that was like super cheap. I was like, I'll buy it. Oh, and I bought a Neewer shotgun microphone.
Oh, you
did?
How
much it cost?
How much?
$27.
Oh yeah. Have you tried it yet?
I have not tried it yet, just because I haven't had time. But watched videos of people using it before I bought it. I was like, $27. Like, can it be even good? And everyone in the videos that I saw reviewing it, which was plenty, because a lot of people do reviews of the cheapest thing you can buy on Amazon. And so a lot of people did reviews on it, and everyone said the same thing. Like, this is actually usable for $27. This is actually, you could use this.
Yeah.
So, I mean, what more can you ask for $27? So I was like, I'll take it. I can mess around and, you know.
But haven't you also bought like good stuff though? I mean, you buy things new most of the time, don't you?
Yeah, because I don't know.
I bought brand name.
I bought something used a while back, and I don't remember what it was, but it didn't. Something I had a problem. I bought something used. Man, I don't want to buy used stuff anymore. I just want to buy new stuff, so I don't have to deal with, you know, if something happens with it and all this stuff. So, recently I bought it should come on Friday. I bought a Zoom F6.
Oh, the
should come
on
Friday. And that is really cool because it has new technology that I had never heard of until like a month ago. It's called 32-bit float recording, where so for live production sound, that's what it's for. It's a little box like this. Like there's Zoom handy recorders too. They're the same thing, but you take, you know, and do live recording. And a lot of people use them for like filming stuff, and which I'm planning on using it for.
Yeah. But it's multi-track, right?
It's 6 tracks, and the cool thing is, before I had heard of other companies having like there's a lot. Samson makes a lav pack that records straight to it, but it records like there's twice. A lot. Samson makes a lav pack at a high level, and then it has a second recording on a really quiet one. So if you ever get a peak, salvage the audio, you could and go and use the quieter recording.
Yeah,
so it just records you twice. But this new thing with the 32-bit float records the same thing. It records 2 simultaneously, but allows you just to change the gain in post, because it's like floating, so you can change the gain to whatever level you want. And I straight up saw videos of it like peaking ridiculously loud, and the guy just went put it to the.
When are they going to do that for regular like DAW recording?
I was telling my Mario about it, who's like got his degree in music technology, and he was saying, like, I forget, he was saying some technical reason why it's better to set the gain because you'll get more or something. I don't know. And I was like, well, I can see it for, you want to dial it in perfectly for when you're in the studio, but for running and gunning, like in the field, trying to record filth and to get them saying this dialogue.
You only have one chance
to get them almost magical.
Saying
like,
this
the videos that you see people reviewing the Zoom F6,
it's almost magical, and like
this is like, what is this is magic.
What is
this? It doesn't even have gains. It has like input level. They have levels on there, but they're not really gains. Yeah.
So are the files huge that come out of it, or what?
They say it's not that big. That's not that much bigger. I mean, like, how big is a wave? I don't know. It's probably not that big of a deal if you're shooting like a movie or a video or something, because most people aren't shooting like hour-long clips on, hour-long scenes. How long is a scene in a movie?
Yeah.
Long. An interview, I don't know. Maybe an interview could get long, but they say it's not that bad. Not that bigger. Much bigger.
Yeah, I mean, if you're doing 6 tracks of that, I could see it adding up, though.
Yeah, but I think
I'm sure 4K video is much bigger.
4K video is ridiculous.
I think.
Do you remember Orny Adams?
Ridiculous.
Yeah, he was in the Seinfeld movie. Comedian.
Yeah.
So I've been starting doing some video work for a podcast company, Rebel Talk Network, and Ernie, who runs Rebel Talk Network.
Ernie, who runs Rebel Talk Network,
helps produce that show, Orny Adams podcast. What's Wrong with Orny Adams? So I was doing video editing for him, and he was like, he's filming his own videos, and then he's sending stuff to Ernie. I was just doing color correction. He wanted me to like match the colors between the different different angles.
Mm-hmm.
But I was like, this is the first, I've done other video stuff, but usually like not this long. This was this whole podcast, and they're all shooting in HD. So he was sending like five files, and each file was like 10 gigs each. So it was like 50 gigs he was sending over.
Jeez.
And I was like, mother,
how long does it take to download all that?
I was like, this is going to fill up my computer by working on this one project. And so I just like did the work really fast, and I was like, let me delete all this crap. So it's just, but I was like, it's crazy how giant video files are.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
That's one of the reasons I don't do more
versus
video.
Audio. I have like all of these podcasts recorded on my computer, and like, they only take up less than 1 gig or something, even a wave
recorded on my computer, and like, they only take up.
Yeah.
Well, now you're going to be doing 32-bit floating whatever.
We'll see. I have no idea how to work it. I don't know if it's just like you just plug it in and you could just turn, work it, just turn it down. I don't know if it's just like, or if you have to have some sort of special way of altering it. I don't know. I have no idea how it's going to work. But I'll figure it out, I guess.
So have you sold your keyboard yet? Your Roland?
No, I haven't. It's still sitting right there in that base case.
How old is that keyboard?
I think, I bought it when you were still working at Corona Music Center.
Yeah.
So what years did you work at Corona Music Center?
I had to be before 2005.
Really? That long?
I want to say. I mean, it's been a long time since I worked there.
Okay, so damn, it's old. Then I probably bought it.
Okay. So
it's a Juno G, right?
Roland Juno G is a music workstation synth introduced Juno in 2006.
2006.
Music workstation introduced in 2006.
Yeah, I must have been.
Yeah.
You know what? That's true, because I bought my telly from them, and that was like
2006.
So I must have still been there in 08.
Yeah, so probably because it wasn't the first year you started.
Oh wait, no. I think I bought that after I left there. So you must have got that right around 06, 07 then.
Yeah, I believe that. That makes sense.
Yeah.
So it's old.
But I thought it was pretty good.
That makes sense.
Pretty good keyboard.
So it's
other
old.
than the screen going out.
Well, yeah. So I didn't know that at the time when I bought it because it was new. But they have since recalled the screen, that it has a little orange LCD screen, and they recalled it like a long time ago because they would fade out and just basically be orange all the time. But which mine was doing slowly for years.
But you fixed it.
Eventually it went out, and I went back since I was the original owner.
Eventually it went out
me because it was like in 2015 or 2016. They're like, "You're the original owner," because it's like 10 years later, I guess. Since I bought it, and I was like, "Yeah, I'm the original owner." I actually went to Corona Music Center, got the receipt,
yeah,
and showed up at the Roland, what's it called, the Roland workshop, and had them fix the thing for me. So they had to do it for free because I had the receipt.
Yeah. So there's nothing wrong with it now then, right?
Well, after that, I started using it a little bit at gigs. And remember, I dropped it.
Oh. Right.
I dropped it at one of our gigs, and the volume knob like it landed on the volume knob, so the volume knob went in and smashed up the motherboard behind it a little bit. But I got that fixed. And the volume knob was messed up for years. The volume knob was being more and more jacked up over the years. But so that day when it actually fell on it, it just completely smashed everything. It wasn't even turning on or anything. But I got that fixed.
It just completely smashed.
It has a new screen. It's got a new volume knob, and it's recently been repaired. It's in perfect shape, other than the actual top of the volume knob is missing. But it still works, but it's just not the actual dial part is gone.
I'm trying to remember if you use that in any videos that I have up.
There's a video of me playing it on my YouTube page.
Oh yeah. I shared a video of us playing just drums and keys not too long ago, but that wasn't. I think that's from the Lovejar channel.
Oh yeah. I was playing it in that video, I think.
Yeah.
So send.
There was
link
a
in description.
track. I was gonna post a video. I've been doing a lot of stuff from 4-track recordings, and I found an MP3 of one of our 4-track recordings where it was just I was on drums and you were playing the Rhodes. And I don't know which one of us played the bass. It might have been you, might have been me.
Yeah.
But it was like Rhodes, bass, and drums, I want to say. I think there's guitar, maybe.
Is it cool?
It's really cool. And it has this like really gritty tape sound too, because it was on your old 4-track.
I bet it does.
But it sounds really cool. I'm going to put that up soon.
That sucked when that stopped working.
Did it stop working? What happened?
Yeah, it stopped working, and I think I don't remember what happened to it. I think you might. Did I give it to you? Or did I get rid of it?
I don't know.
So yeah, I had a 4-track. Was it? A Tascam 4-track?
It was
that
the
recorded straight to a tape.
MFP01, I want to say.
I don't know. That was one of the things that I used to love, recording straight onto that 4-track. That was fun.
You had some really cool demos that you did of your songs on there, I remember.
Some really dumb stuff. I still have some of those recordings.
It was cool though. It sounded great because it was on that
dumb
4-track.
Stuff. I still have. You know what I had that I was looking for? I mean, I've decided that it was lost now because I was looking for it like 5 years ago. But you remember that Boss recorder I had?
Oh, the Micro BR, I want to say?
Yeah, that one. I recorded a bunch of stuff on it. I have a lot of the recordings I did on it. I think I must have left it somewhere or something because it was a little recorder. It was a 4-track recorder this big.
I remember that.
It was really cool.
You could probably get one still. They're probably dirt cheap online.
I wanted one, but then I was like, I just couldn't find it. And then I bought, like my interface and all that. So I was like, oh, I could just record into the computer,
Yeah.
But now I'm gonna have like the freaking top of the line recorder on the go recorder now with the Zoom thing.
That's true. So
which
can you use it like a 4-track where you can overdub?
It's a good question.
Because you'd have to play back one channel and play along with it.
I don't know. I mean, I know you can play back, but I don't know if you can record while you're playing back.
That's like a super hi-fi 6-track recorder.
I mean, I think for me, like if I do a podcast ever on the go, I mean, obviously I could take that and record 6 people talking into a mic. That'd be dope. So I could take perfect. I think even if I did want to record a live band playing, I could record it pretty easily with 6 tracks. You just got to get a little creative, but
yeah, you could. I mean, we recorded that show on a 4-track. Remember when Dawn was playing sax?
Yeah,
that was on a 4-track.
So this way I could do it on 6 tracks and have it all separate and you know, nice big giant wave files and all that. And so I'm excited for that, even because I bought it because there's a chance I might start doing production sound for like some live video stuff. But I was like, even if I don't use it for that, it's still super cool.
It's a cool thing to have.
Some way,
Remember, we were gonna make a movie someday. You could use it for that.
I got the recorder. I got the field recorder, and I got the boom stand,
you got the boom
and I
mic,
got the $27 mic. So I'm set.
Nice.
Kind of defeats the purpose by the most expensive recorder and the cheapest mic.
Yeah, but you could use it with whatever mic you want.
Yeah, that's true.
You could use it with your SM7B. You could, if you wanted to get a better shotgun mic later on.
Yeah, that's what I figured. I was like, well, until I actually start doing live sound, then I'm just $27 mic.
I'm sure it sounds okay. One of the problems I know, like if you're outdoors, is you need to put a sock over it.
Yeah. So there's another company that makes Rode. You've heard of them, right?
Yeah.
They make all the camera mics. Like they're like the hip company making all the camera mics right now.
Yeah. I assume they must be like more expensive.
I think they're like actually like. What's the word? Prosumer. They're like pretty decent. They're not crazy expensive, but they're not like the top of the line stuff either. So they're like a good, like good quality, I think, for amateur professionals. and but they make a blimp that you put your mic inside, right? You ever seen one of those big old blimp? That then they have the dead cat that you can put on in the sock,
right?
And they sell one for like $300 blimp, and I'm like, holy sh! And then I was like, but then there's a knockoff company that makes it for like $150.
Why is it so much? It's just a fuzzy.
I don't know why it's so much.
That's what I thought was funny too. When I got this mic, I bought this for it. I mean, I wanted to get one of these forever because I thought they looked cool, but it's like a pop filter.
Yeah.
You know, it's this kind.
Yeah. Is that specific to that mic?
It's made just for this mic. I guess you can use it on a couple different models, but it has a thing that fits this mic exactly. And I didn't like it. I still heard pop sound. You know, I could still hear my voice.
With both?
No, not with the foam. But this foam, this foam costs like $30.
Are you
or $35 or something. It's a piece of foam. But I got to say, it sounds better than that. It sounds better than, you know, because I used to just take like a regular mic foam that you could put on a SM58 and just stuff it over there. But it's like not as thick. So I could still hear plosive sounds. With this, it really pretty much cuts it out. You don't
How's
hear
mine
it.
sound?
Yours sounds good.
Yeah. Well,
it doesn't have a ton of bass.
This comes with two.
Oh no, my earbuds were falling out. You do have bass.
This has two different mic foams.
Yeah, it has a big fluffy one.
This is the big fluffy one.
The
other
it
one's
is
like form-fitting.
Yeah.
This one's rounded off. The other one's like more fits the shape. But I've also seen people when they're recording vocals just take the foam completely off and have a pop filter instead.
Yeah, that probably works if you have a real pop filter like
pop filter instead. I mean, I can't believe that one doesn't work. It's actually meant for that mic.
I mean, it is. It looks cool. It does do a decent job, but like I guess if you want to be really close to the mic, you're still going to get air going through it.
Probably depends on what you're trying to do. So if you're trying to do like talking, the phone, this is where it's at. But if you're trying to do singing, maybe you could be more farther away.
The thing is with singing, you want to hear like more of the highs, more of the detail and stuff. So it is better to take the foam off and just use a filter and stand back a little bit because you don't need all that bass when you're singing.
Yeah.
But for this, I like to sound like, you know, radio DJ man. Yeah. So, you know, I'll get nice and close to it and I have all the bass that I want.
So how often are you going to start doing live streams?
I don't know. I'd like to do them maybe once a week or something and see if anyone is tuning in. Right now, I think we got one live viewer at the moment.
Is that your girlfriend?
I have no idea, but shout out to whoever's watching right now. There was more people in here earlier, but I guess, you know.
Oh, really? We ignored them?
We bored them to death.
Is there any way you can read what they're saying?
I'm sure there is, but I don't know how. I got to figure this whole thing out. This is literally the first live stream.
Definitely figure that out.
Actually, yeah, I see the chat right here.
Oh.
Timothy, great to see you. Which looper do you use, David?
Oh,
okay.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's still you in there, Timothy, but I have it's a Electro-Harmonix Canyon, the little looper pedal. It's actually not a looper, it's a delay pedal that has a looper built in.
Oh, no, maybe he's talking about the little loop thing that you have.
What I was playing the beat through, that's called the Pocket Operator KO.
Pocket Operator KO.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, next time we need to have those open, so we can answer.
You know what? It was open. I just couldn't see it because I had the chat or I had the video window over it, so I can see it now. I didn't even know where it was on the screen. So hey, my apologies to Timothy, who was trying to talk to me the whole time, and I did not see it.
Well, next time we'll do that. Next time, maybe I'll have my Canon camera, so I'll look extra HD.
Oh man, you're gonna look too good. Because I'm still using my webcam.
We might have Kevin next time, right?
Yes.
Our other friends.
We gotta figure out when we can get Kevin on. Kevin's in a couple of our videos on here too. So, it'll be cool to get familiar faces in here talking.
Well,
but
sounds good.
Yeah, Mikey, plug your social media.
Okay, well, I'm gonna put it all out there right now. Go to youtube.com/the Bell City Players, or just search the Bell City Players on youtube.com. You'll find me and David and Kevin.
youtube.com. You'll find
videos. So
me and David and
doing covered videos. So videos of cover songs, basically. Just check out the Bell City Players
covered
YouTube.
videos. So
and
videos
also,
of cover
if you want to
songs,
hear
basically.
My podcast,
Just check out.
Go to ADHD Cast on Instagram. You can check it out there. There's a link in the bio, and we do that twice a week. So listen to ADHD Cast and follow me at Best Podcaster.
That's it.
Locked it in. Yeah.
Yeah. Everybody follow Mikey. Mike. I call him Mikey, but you probably shouldn't.
Everybody calls me something else. I'm okay with it.
Yeah, we will see you guys soon. Thank you for watching. If you did, sorry I didn't see your chats.
Next time
we will. But anyway, we will talk to you next time. Thanks, guys.
Later. Okay. Cool.